Turning now to New Hampshire and the primary there, Senator Bernie Sanders winning the first in the nation contest. Mayor Pete Buttigieg landed in second place. My next guest finished seventh place after launching an intense campaign in the Granite State, betting big on the libertarian-minded population, even renting a house in the state last year. Joining me right now is Democratic presidential candidate, Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. Congresswoman, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks very much for being here.
Good morning, Maria. Aloha.
Aloha. Assess what you've just seen. What's next for your campaign?
We got into South Carolina very late last night here in Charleston now, and we're continuing to take our message to South Carolina voters and really asking them an important question. You know, do you want to continue to see trillions of our hard-earned taxpayer dollars going to pay for regime change wars, a new Cold War nuclear arms race, things that are not making us any safer? Or do you want to see those hard-earned taxpayer dollars going to pay for rural health care here in South Carolina, for teacher raises, for better education for their kids? Understanding right now we are still spending as a nation $4 billion every month in Afghanistan. And I can tell you, I've talked to a lot of folks here in South Carolina who would love to see those dollars being spent to take care of the things they are most concerned about in their own communities.
Yeah, I think this is a really important point, and you're the only candidate really talking about this. We were just talking with the Secretary of the Army about this peace plan that we're talking about between the Taliban and the United States. What's your reaction to that?
You know, this is a constantly evolving situation, but you're right to point this out, that I am the only candidate that's really raising these issues with taxpayers. And I'm also the candidate that brings the experience and understanding in foreign policy and national security, both because of my 17 years of service in the Army National Guard that's ongoing now, and my 2 deployments to the Middle East, but also my 7 years in Congress, where on the Foreign Affairs, Armed Services, and Homeland Security committees, I have been pushing these issues and bringing them to the forefront. Therefore, prepared to walk in on day one as Commander-in-Chief and make those decisions that best serve our country and the American people.
You know, it's interesting, but it seems like the establishment of the Democratic Party have their own ideas about who should be president. I mean, you know, there's a real hatred for Bernie Sanders. Hillary Clinton has been talking about him, that nobody likes him, and, you know, they colluded against him in 2016. Feels like they're doing again this year, and yet he's forging forward. You have filed a defamation lawsuit against 2016 presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, seeking $50 million in damages over her remarks about you, that you and your political campaign are Russian assets, she said. Where does that stand? Give us the status of the lawsuit and assess for us why it is that the establishment seems to ignore what the people want and just want their own plans in place.
Well, let me address that first before I talk about the lawsuit, because it's a very real thing. And we've experienced it. You know, we've been in New Hampshire and we're campaigning there and in other states across the country, but have been challenged by almost a complete corporate media blackout. If you compare, for example, to Pete Buttigieg, he has had 11 national televised town halls. I've had the opportunity to have just one in the last year since my campaign began. So it's created a difficult situation both for me to get my message out there, but for voters to be able to make their best informed decision in this primary about who they'd like to see lead as Commander-in-Chief. The lawsuit, the papers have been served. I think the first court date has been set. And I think it's important to understand that, you know, this is not just another political thing where one person said this, the other person said that. The accusation that Hillary Clinton has made really devalues the very essence of who I am. This is about my life, and this is about the oath of loyalty and service, willingness to lay down one's life for our country that every single one of our servicemen and women make. And I am not willing to stand by to allow her or any of her powerful allies and partners to take such an action, which is why I filed this lawsuit.
Well, it's really ironic, given the fact that when you look at actually what has taken place in terms of Russia and Hillary Clinton, it's almost like she seems like she's in bed with the Russians more than anybody. You know, she paid for the dossier, which started in Ukraine, and it had information from Russia. She paid for that dossier against Donald Trump. She also accepted, what, $145 million from a Russian company. She sold a quarter of the uranium of the U.S. stockpile of uranium, and yet there's no conversation about any of that in the mainstream media, and yet she can just go on these radio shows and say you're a Russian asset, and your whole campaign is a Russian asset, and yet she's the one who's been dealing with the Russians.
And to this day, she has still not only failed to provide any evidence or any basis for such a ridiculous accusation, given the facts which are, I have dedicated my entire adult life to serving our country, making a decision after the attacks on 9/11, like so many Americans, that I wanted to dedicate my life to preserving the safety, security, and freedom of the American people, and have done so throughout my service in the Army National Guard and throughout my 7, now going on 8 years of service in Congress. So again, this is why the use of her powerful platform to devalue the service of myself and every other serviceman and woman in this country cannot be allowed to go unchecked.
Tulsi, how much longer can you go? When does the money run out? I mean, are you going to just keep going in these races, even if you keep coming in 5, 6, 7?
Well, we're continuing to carry our message here in South Carolina and doing everything we can to overcome the media blackout, to overcome the challenges, and actually just speak directly to voters. If given this opportunity, I think voters understand really clearly how they want and they need a commander-in-chief who will get our priorities back on track. And that's what I bring. You know, I bring a new, fresh generation of leadership with a fresh perspective on how we solve problems, along with the background and experience to turn that vision into reality, to unite our country and actually usher in a government that's of, by, and for the people.
Congressman, I want to thank you so much for your great service to our great country. Thank you, Tulsi.
Thanks, Maria.
We'll see you soon. Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard joining us.